All right, everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to show you how to properly clean a wash machine. Now, there's several reasons why you want to clean it, and this should be done on a monthly schedule, especially if you have heavily soiled clothes or the wash machine gets used a lot. Sometimes you can get an error code, sometimes it won't drain properly, or you'll just get a foul odor coming out of there like stale, musty water. It's two different procedures for the types of different washers you have. If you have a front load, this is what we're going to show. If you have a top load, it's slightly different because most of the time there's not a actual service and drain port on it. You'd have to go around back and disconnect the lower hose, drain the water out that way, and then run through the following steps with the cleaners. But basically, most of your front load newer wash machines are going to have some type of drain access down here, and it's going to be right in that compartment. When you open this up, you're going to see a couple things. You're going to see a hose, and you're going to see a cylinder here. That's your lint trap. So that could be causing problems as well. But you're going to want to drain all the water out of the tub with this little hose here and put it into a basin. So we'll get that done and show you how it looks. All right, excuse the sink. It's a little dirty, but this is a washroom sink, so we do a lot of cleaning in it. But if you look down there, this is only a portion of the water. Look how gray and murky it is, and we'll go ahead and pour it out for you just to show you. Now look at that. It's almost got like a black tint to it. So we're going to continue to drain out that little tiny hose down there until it's empty. All right, this is the second round of water we just pulled out. Again, still a little dirty, a little cleaner, but still dirty. All right, we completely drained out that hose right there. It's just a little pop stopper and it plugs back in. On a top load washer, once you disconnect your black drain hose in the back, because it's usually at the bottom, and you drain out that water, you'll just run a drain cycle and a spin cycle on it to take all the rest of the water out of the tub. The next thing to do is we're going to untwist this and pull it out and see how it looks. All right, and as you can see there, we got a bunch of lint and stuff trapped in there. It's not bad because we do clean ours often, but you're just going to want to rinse all this stuff out, clean it out, take a paper napkin and wipe out inside of there, and then reinstall this back in there. All right, once you get your lint screen cleaned out, it's important that you take this rubber gasket here and get behind it and in front of it and make sure all the soap, scum, and everything's off. You can see there's still a little bit in there. It's not going to hurt it. The main thing is getting the lint off. But you can usually just wipe that off and it comes right off. And that's just leftover residue from soap and softeners. But go ahead and reinstall this back inside there. And it usually just slides right in and then kind of clicks over. And locks. And there it is. So make sure you put your cover back on. We just popped it off so you guys could see it. But you're pretty much done down here now as far as the draining portion goes. And just close that back up. All right, the next part, and probably the most overlooked part, is the soap dispensing drawer. These do come out. So every manufacturer is different. This one here's got a little push tab. You push it and it pops right out. We're going to show you how disgusting it gets in there just from water sitting back there. Now, we just cleaned this a few months ago. So we don't know how it's going to look. We haven't pulled it out yet. So it'll be a surprise for both of us. All right, guys, you see all that mildew and mold buildup in there? Now, we just cleaned this not too long ago, and it's the nature of the beast. It stays wet in here all the time. So you're going to want to take a Clorox wipe, Lysol wipe, whatever you can get in there, and wipe out as much as you can because odor can be coming from up here too. And then we're going to look right over here. And as you can see, along the slide track, down there, it stays wet all the time, and inside there. So all of that must be cleaned out thoroughly before you proceed. So we're going to get all that cleaned out now. All right, we just got done cleaning the inside of this. You know, we clean this thing often, and there was still a buildup. So imagine if you didn't clean it. Now, you're not going to be able to get every nook and cranny in there because they're just too small unless you spend all day on it. But a good wipe down and maybe get a toothbrush into those spots and agitate it loose. Because once the wash cycle starts up, it's going to spray water down from the top and kind of flood this chamber, and any of the leftover broken up debris we'll go ahead and go out to the drain. As far as this one here, again, we cleaned it out. Nice and clean. Main thing is those jet lines got to be clean. So we're going to go ahead and assemble it all back together. We just want to show you all the junk that we pulled out of there. Now again, we clean this machine regularly, but we do have some greasy clothes going in there sometimes. But this is not grease. This is all just black mildew, the kind of the type that you get on your shower around the edges where the caulk is and everything. That's the same stuff that's happening inside this wash machine, and which is going to contribute to bad smells. And if you have sensitive skin, you could have some skin issues. So we'll get this cleaned up and then we'll move on to the next part. All right, the next step is to put your wash machine into tub clean mode. If you don't have a tub clean mode, you're going to want to just go ahead and select the longest cycle and the hottest cycle to go ahead and get the inside of that tub clean. But we're going to use this product called Afresh. Now it is recommended by all the major manufacturers. Whirlpool, Maytag, Armana. This is a LG, but it works for all of them. So just take this tab and throw it here inside the tub and start the cycle on either clean or the longest, hottest cycle you got. You just toss it in there, start it up, and come back when it's done. All right, it's just gonna spin around. That little tablet's gonna bang around in there, but eventually it's gonna get broken up by the water and it's gonna clean out this tub and make it all shiny again. All right, everybody, the wash cycle is over, and if we go inside here, you can see the tub is nice and shiny. So what you're gonna wanna do now is go back down to the drain port here, drain out whatever water's left in there, and go ahead and wipe down everything in the tub and clean this glass. All right, as you can see, everything is clean. You go ahead and wipe down all the seals in here, wipe down the stainless steel drum, and you can clean the glass or plastic off with some Windex. Other than that, that's it. That's how you service this wash machine and get it nice and clean. If for some reason you still have an odor in there, you can do a second tablet. Up to 3, I believe the box says you can do. Not all together, one right after another. And then make sure you drain everything back out, wipe it all down, and you should be good. Do this monthly, and you're not going to have any buildup. Hope this helps. Thanks for watching.